Chapter 11, Dance with Demons. The fog over the Thames had become almost tangible, like the breath of a beast. Nicholas stood on the bank at an old wharf where wool and wine had once been loaded. Now there was no one here, only the smell of rot and salt. Avellini and Thorn waited in the shadow of a warehouse. The boy held the small wooden crossbow, his father's gift. He wasn't playing with it. He was checking the string. Nicholas gazed at the water. It was black as ink. Something moved deep below, not a fish, not a current. It was waiting. He turned to his family. If it begins, run to Montague. He promised horses and an escort to Grimvale. Avellini stepped closer. There was no fear in her eyes, only weariness and resolve. "We won't leave without you." Thorn looked up. "I heard him again. He says he wants to dance." Nicholas dropped to one knee in front of his son. "What else does he say?" The boy whispered, "He says the dance is blood. And that you must dance with him. Or he will dance with us." Nicholas stood. "Then let him dance." He walked toward the water. He removed his gloves. The scars on his palms flared, not with pain, but with light, faint but stubborn. He lowered his hands into the Thames. The water was ice cold. And then the demon answered. The water boiled, not with steam, but with black smoke. It rose in a column, took shape, a tall, thin figure whose face kept changing, now Isabella, now Roger Mortimer, now Fabius, now Nicholas himself as a young man. "You came," the demon said. The voice was soft, almost tender. "I always come," Nicholas replied. The demon extended a hand, long, with black claws. "Shall we dance?" Nicholas did not take the hand. He stepped into the water. To his knees. To his waist. The demon's smile widened. "Do you remember our first dance? In the crypt. You won. But victory is not the end. It is an invitation to the next." Nicholas stood chest deep now. The water around him began to swirl, slowly, like a waltz. "I remember. And I remember that you lost." The demon laughed, a sound like snapping bones. "I didn't lose. I waited. Waited until your blood ripened. Until a new vessel was born." He looked toward the shore, at Thorn. The boy stepped forward. Avellini grabbed his arm, but he gently pulled free. "I am not a vessel," Thorn said calmly. "I am a son." The demon froze. The smile slid from his face. "You, speak to me." Thorn nodded. "You're afraid of me." "Because I'm not afraid of you." Nicholas turned to his son. "Thorn, back." But the boy was already walking into the water. One step. Another. The water reached his chest, but he didn't stop. The demon growled. "You cannot. You're too small." Thorn stopped beside his father. Took his hand. We danced together. Nicholas felt the scars on his son's palms flare too, faint light, the same as his own. The demon recoiled. The smoke churned. "No, this is impossible." Thorn raised his other hand. "You wanted my blood. But blood isn't for opening doors. It's for closing them." He touched the water with his palm. Light from the scars spread across the Thames, not bright, but quiet, like dawn. The water began to clear. The black smoke dissipated, the demon's form melted away. "You cannot. I am part of you, part of the blood." Nicholas stepped forward, still holding his son's hand. "You were part of us. But parts can be cut away." He drove his knife into the center of the demon's figure, where a heart should have been. The blade sank easily, as though into smoke. The demon screamed, once, long and piercing. The light flared brighter. The darkness scattered. The river ran clean. Silence. Only the lapping of water and the breathing of 3 people. Nicholas pulled his son into an embrace. "Are you all right?" Thorn nodded. "He's gone. Completely." Avellini came down to the shore and wrapped her arms around both of them. Tears ran down her cheeks, but she was smiling. "Is this the end?" Nicholas looked at the Thames. The water was calm. This is the end of the dance. But deep in his soul he knew the blood of the Plantagenets never ends. It simply waits for the next melody.